Hey Scorpios, welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. I am Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing. For shorter clips and readings on different signs and tarot card tutorials, you can jump on over to my TikTok channel, NSEH207_tarot. That is my new little kitty. I don't know what's going to happen over there. This kitty walked into my basement yesterday. We live next to 5,500 acres of protected lands, and there are lots of feral cats out there. It's getting cold, and this kitten is tiny. I don't know, maybe it weighs a pound from my estimation. We will be taking him or her to the vet. I think it's a boy, but I'm not positive right now. So we will be taking him to the vet to get him all checked out. Uh, you're saying hi to the audience? Yeah. Yeah. So some of you may already know that we had to have our 17-year-old cat, Ebony, put down a while ago, I think it was June 20th. And we just weren't really ready for another pet. And about 3 days ago, I said to the universe, okay, we're ready for another cat. So just bring me a cat. And this cat walked in and into our hearts. And so we have this beautiful pure black with golden eyes. And he's really curious up on the desk. All right, let's see if I can get through this without getting distracted. Why don't you sit in the chair? All right, so Scorpios, we are going to do December 1st through the 15th approximately, as you saw from the title. Going to do the coffee cup. I have oracle cards, animal oracle, and then I will be pulling the tarot message live as we do this. Alrighty, I just want to say that on December 4th, we have a full cold moon in Gemini. You could be feeling pulled to two different sides. You could even be feeling like you have two different personalities. But Geminis are great communicators, so it could be a lot of communication going on around the 4th, a little before, a little after. All right, let's get right into this cup. Oh, I also want to say this is a collective, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Also want to ask you to please give the video a thumbs up. It's the only thing that I ask, and really the only thing that helps my channel grow is the likes and the views. Okay, using this beautiful yellow. I think I might get another one of these because I really like it. It's very easy to see what's going on in this cup because it's big and round and white on the inside. All right, Scorpio, there's an overview of your cup right there. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for messages for my beautiful Scorpios? What do we have here? Okay, let's see. Immediately I see a face. Honestly, it looks like the face of an alien. Now don't click off the video because I'm saying that. I'm giving you what my guides are giving me. Like a bald head with very big eyes. As I said that, it completely morphed. Completely morphed. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Maybe some of you do. Okay, now I see, what is that? It's a totem pole, okay? So I see a totem pole right here. I can see all the different parts of it. Totem poles are typically Native American. They have animals carved into them. Each of us has our own like animal totem, animal spirit guide. This could be, Scorpios, a message for you to look into that, feel into that. So I have a book by Ted Andrews. I can't remember what it's called, and it's across the room, but it will tell you how to find out your animal totem. It has something to do with what animal you have a lot of fear of, and some other things. I've done it, and a bear, I believe, was what came out when I followed the instructions in the book. Okay, let's see. I see a couple, like a happy couple with a baby. I see a happy couple with a baby, so congratulations if you have a newborn child or grandchild or important baby in your life, because I definitely see that. Okay, Spirit, what else do we have? What else do we have in this cup? What is that? I see an elephant, see the trunk distinctly. Could mean travel. Maybe elephants mean something. I know elephants are good luck, but elephants are African. Well, there's two different. I I'm not. I don't know. I think there's two different types of elephants, but I definitely see an elephant there. I see somebody driving. I see them sitting in the driver's seat with their hands out. Um, I'm hearing go-kart. So I don't know if some of you are either thinking about giving your kids a go-kart for Christmas or building a go-kart with your kids, or you like to go to the go-kart places, or maybe some of you have been there recently to the go-karts. I know they have little places where you can buy a ticket, and I'm just giving you what they're giving me. Okay, I have no idea who this is going to resonate with, Scorpios. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? I see a person lying down, like meditating or sleeping, definitely connecting up to the astral. So either in meditation or sleep time, pay attention to your dreams. If you're not used to that, when you first wake up in the morning, just try to remember, what your dreams were. I have a dream journal, and whenever an important dream, or I feel like the dream was important, or it feels very informational or heavy, I write it in my dream journal. I don't write every dream in there. I just write the ones that I feel like I need to write. Okay, what is this? It's more connection. I keep hearing Scorpios connecting with the divine, connecting with your guides, connecting with your gut. Okay, Spirit. What else do we have? I see a lobster. That's not uncommon where I live in Maine, obviously. That's where most of lobster comes from. But I see a lobster. I don't know what that could mean for you. Maybe some of you are planning to have a big lobster feed for the holidays. Or maybe you just like lobster. Maybe you're a lobsterman. Maybe you've had something to do with lobster recently. Oh my goodness. Sometimes these messages are funny. I see a sewing machine. Sewing machine. Maybe some of you are quilters. Maybe you're thinking about taking up quilting or sewing. Maybe you're a tailor. Something, sewing machine, stitching things together. Memories, quilts, lots of things coming to mind with that sewing machine, right? I see snorkeling or diving. I can see the coral reef type thing, and I see two people kind of enjoying that. Maybe some of you are going on vacation and you're going to a warm place where you can do that. All right, we're back at the totem. Let's look at the bottom of the cup, Spirit. And what messages do you have? What do we see in the bottom of the cup, Spirit? What messages? I see an old-fashioned movie reel, like the kind that have the two big circles with the film that runs through it. So I don't know if some of you during the holidays enjoy watching old-time films, or maybe you even have some old family movies. I'm hearing, bring those out at the holidays. Remember those times. Honor your ancestors and your family members, your elders, with those movies, with those home movies. Wow, thank you, Spirit. Okay, what? I'm seeing a face, but I'm trying to figure out. I think this is a dog. A dog, like a poodle type dog. Poodle or labradoodle. I'm hearing. A lot of times animals will come through in these coffee cups simply to let you know that they're there with you, that they hear you, that they feel you, right? So a lot of times that's what happens. I see like a little kid playing dress up, like with some clothes on that are way too big. They're laughing, they're happy. That's something that was kind of also an old timey thing to do. Kids playing dress up. So I see that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Some amazing things coming out. All right, let's see. Kind of got sidetracked there. What else do you have for us, Spirit? Anything else in this cup part? Anything else? Anything I'm missing? I see somebody sitting in a chair reading a book, like as if they're reading a book to kids or to other family members. Now, I know in my family on Christmas Eve, my mother used to read a Christmas book. Even when the kids got older, she still did it just because it was tradition. So I don't know if some of you are thinking about maybe starting some sort of tradition like that, reading a book out loud. At the holidays or on Christmas Eve, you know, the Polar Express obviously being a biggie, but there are many others. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the plate has. Let's see, Scorpios, what the plate messages are for you. Here's the overview of your plate. This looks like Japan. That came out in another reading. So I don't know if some of you are planning a trip to Japan, if you're from Japan, if you have some sort of connection to Japan. But this is the second time that I've seen a shape that reminded me of Japan. Japan kind of looks like a dragon if you look at it, which is pretty cool. Okay, Spirit. What do you have for messages for my Scorpios from the plate? I see another dragon, like a Chinese water dragon. I don't know, maybe dragons mean something to someone. I know they do to me. I have a dragon guide named Isis. What else? What is... I see, and this is going to sound strange. So right here, I see protection. I'm getting the feeling of protection. This is either an angel or a tree lights over. It looks like animals under it. So I don't know if some of you are animal protectors or, I mean, we all should be, right? Or if you work in like an animal shelter or if you rescue animals. But there's something about protecting animals. I see that tree or angel figure, and there are like three, and now I see three little animals and another one coming in. So that could have some significance for someone. Well, I'm sure it does. I see prayers. I see prayers. Like there's a person here and boop, 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 boop. I see prayers. Prayers to the ethereal beings. Prayers look like tunnels of light shooting up from the earth. So I see prayers, whatever that is for you. Maybe you've taken up praying lately or been thinking about it, or maybe you pray all the time. And yeah, they hear them. They hear your prayers. Okay, let's see. Anything else in this plate? Anything else you want to show us for Scorpio's Spirit? Anything else you want Scorpio to know? I see the face of a horse right here. Like I told you, lots of times animals will come through on these. I don't know why, but that's just what happens. I see a horse. Yeah, there's a horse there. Horses are very, very connected to humans. They are very, very intuitive. All right, let's see. trying to figure out. I see this came out also in the last reading. I see a person with a bow and arrow right here. Bow and arrow. So could be bow hunter, could be Cupid, could be maybe some of you have taken up shooting a bow just because you like it. But I definitely see that. I see a crab. Crab. Maybe some of you are having a seafood feast or making a seafood chowder for the holidays. Crabs also walk sideways. So maybe there's something about that, you know, staying kind of on the level playing field, kind of going sideways, not forward or back, kind of balancing things. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, that's it for the coffee cup and plate. That was interesting. I've had some really interesting coffee cup messages this time around. So yeah, that's been fun. It's always fun for me to see what Spirit brings out. All right, so for your oracle, we have the Divine Masters and by Kyle Gray, and then we have the Wisdom of Avalon by Colette Baron Reed. All right, so let's see, Scorpios. So the overview for your reading comes from the Divine Masters, and this card I have never drawn before. I have never seen this card. I have never drawn this card. It is Green Tara, Healing Light, Wellness Unfolding. Know that healing is a journey. Know that healing is a journey. Wow. Okay. The blessings of Tara are surrounding you now, and you are being guided to know that healing isn't linear, but more like a spiral. When you set the intention to heal, the intention itself initiates a pathway that is similar to a spiral. At times you will feel like you are overflowing with vitality, and at others you will feel drained. Yeah, so this is kind of a reminder of the ups and downs of life, that sometimes things are going wonderfully and fantastically and we feel amazing, and at other times we feel a little bit drained and exhausted. And during those times, we need to stop and meditate and heal and rest. Beautiful card, beautiful reminder about the balance of doing and being. A lot of humans have problems with balancing doing and being, right? And the next card you have from the Avalon deck is Fear. This is 48, which is a 12, which is a 3, creation and collaboration. Fear. This marker asks you to identify how fear may be affecting you on this part of your journey. Okay. Maybe some of you have had a medical scare. Don't get in your head about that, okay? Fear is a crippling companion and indicates a loss of faith and connection to the divine. Remember that the God-Goddess doesn't give you anything you can't handle. And we just talked about that with Green Tara, the ups and downs, right? Fear comes from the part of you that identifies with separation, division, and form. To release yourself from it, remember that you are first and foremost an infinite soul. Look through those eyes and the fear will subside as you remember to trust the way of the mystery. Yeah, don't struggle against fear, which is false evidence appearing real, right? Get balanced with that, right? Remember there are ups and downs, but fear will paralyze you, and you don't want that. I also want to point out all of these cards are green. She's green, this is green, and the peacock, which we'll talk about at the end, is also a green or greenish blue. These cards have a green edge. So green is a healing color. It is the color of healing. Green is the color of your throat, of your heart chakra, right? Green ribbons of healing is what I send to people that I see walking on sidewalks and, you know, anywhere really that I think of it, I will send a green ribbon of love from my heart to theirs. So I'm sending that to you now, right? Green healing ribbons. Okay, Scorpios. All right, what is the tarot portion of your message for December 1 to 15? A little before, a little after possibly. What is the message for my beautiful Scorpios for the beginning of December, please, Spirit? What is the tarot portion of the message? Remembering the ups and downs, not getting caught in fear, remembering to call on your guides, your guts, remembering to take some time if you get overwhelmed, to rest, relax, recover, okay? Six of Pentacles. Things in your material world may not be going exactly where you want them to go. You may be trying to divvy things up and being a little bit confused about that, I'm hearing. Maybe thinking about when the holidays are coming up. Maybe you need a little bit more for your own self or family because of this healing or whatever you're going through. Death, that's Scorpio. That's you, right? So this is definitely your reading, Scorpio. And then you have the Page of Wands, fast-moving action, passion, going towards something. Queen of Cups, that's loving, nurturing energy. Loving, nurturing, feminine energy. Queen is at the top of the suit of Cups. Nine of Wands, that is the Wounded Warrior. Okay, they gave you a bonus card. Alrighty, let's see. Ten of Pentacles. All right, let's take these as they came out and we'll look at the bonus card at the end. All right, Scorpios, building on your oracle messages about healing light, healing, about fear being crippling and not getting caught up into it. Six of Pentacles. Pentacles being your money, your time, and your energy. Some of you may be feeling a little depleted, and we did talk about that as well, I believe. I can't remember everything, but don't give so much that you feel depleted, right? Don't give so much. Like it shows this person standing here and giving to all these people. That's not typically the message I get with that card, but it's the message I'm getting for you beginning in December. Here you are. Death. This is Scorpio. This is letting you know that yes, this is confirming and affirming that this is your message. This is your reading, Scorpio. So, yeah. Page of Wands. Pages are new, they're novices, but they have a lot of passion and they're ready to go. So pages are also messengers. Listen and tune into your gut, as we talked about with the oracle cards, okay? Listen and tune in. Very important right now, for whatever reason, for you to listen and tune into your gut, your guides, your intuition. Then you have that beautiful Queen of Cups. Top of the suit, feminine energy, loving, nurturing, water sign energy. She stands there with her cup at the ready. The vision they're giving me is you getting a hug, receiving a hug from some feminine energy person who is there for you. Somebody is there for you, Scorpios. Nine of Wands is Wounded Warrior. So this goes right along with the message, right? Nines are accomplishment. Wands are action and passion. This guy has been through a lot, right? He is ready to be done with the situation. He's ready to just be done with it, get it over with, get it done so I can move on. Okay, I don't know what this means for some of you. Possibly you maybe have had a surgery or something to do with that, testing. I'm just feeling like there's some possible health thing going on. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is the best card for winning, for happiness, for money, for material things, for overcoming something, because tens are completion and then the beginning of a brand new cycle. So you have nine accomplishment moving right on to 10. Look at this beautiful card. Everything is okay, Scorpios. Everything will turn out fine. You will be fine. Everything will be fine. That Ten of Pentacles is showing you that you have gathered in your money, your wisdom, your strength, your energy, your time, your efforts, all has gathered to complete that cycle. The bonus card they gave you is the Emperor. Yeah, I love that this comes after that Ten of Pentacles and the message that they just gave me, because the Emperor is one who brings chaos into order. This is a 4, stability or stagnation. He sits on his throne. Everything is in order. He's perfectly happy because all his ducks are in a row, right? He's happy and healthy. The Emperor can also be Aries energy, right? So happy, healthy, you have gotten through it. You have gone through it, whatever it is you need to go through or have been through. The healing, the fear, right? The organizing things, the getting things done, the feeling helped and nurtured and honored by this Queen of Cups, right? Definitely your reading, Scorpios. And your animal oracle is a 22, peacock. 22 is a master number. 2 plus 2 is 4, stability, stagnation, right? 2s are balance and choice. Peacock, revel with pride and beauty. Revel with pride and beauty. So I'm getting the feeling that once you go through whatever this thing is that you're going through or that you're going to go through, either with your health or finances or something like that, that you are going to be okay. It's all going to work out, right? So beginning to mid-December, things could be a little bit rocky, but you're going to get everything in order. Everything will work out. Okay, Scorpios, I truly, truly hope there has been a message in here that has helped you. Please don't forget to give the video a like. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.